Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? So today we are going to continue with Hawkgirl, and today we're going to start working on the armor of our character. We're going to keep separated this part of the body because I'm going to change the position of this one. This one is going to be the same, but I'm going to keep this separated. Also, let me see what else. I think that nothing else, right? Maybe we can join. No, I'm going to keep this separated. Okay, so let's get started. This is let me bring here what I prepared for the design of the armor of the character. Let me see. This is like some sketches that I made for the character. Yesterday I was working on the helmet, but I did not finish this part and the back part, the side part and the back part. So I need to finish that. But we already have at least something that we can start working with. In this case, this is one option that I created, but I am going with this one. Pants, the upper part, and this is everything, I think. So maybe we can start working. Let's start with the shoes or with the forearm. Let me think. We start doing this. Okay, we can start working. Let's start with the blocking. Okay, here this is like a zip. It's going to hold like this part of the forearm. So maybe we can start working on this. Yes, let's start working on this. what can we use to start? I'm going to use this one to start creating we're just creating the blocking of the armor, at least only these parts. Maybe I'm going to do the same with the torso, and then we can start changing the position of our character. Yes, I already have the wings. Let me see. Yes, I have already like some reference for the wings. Okay, let's go with the soul. Inside. Maybe we'll have to move this down later. This is the design that I created for the sole of my boot. Okay, here I think that the best option is to start modeling this. But maybe, okay, let me think, because first maybe I need to create this part. Let me think. Where's the reference? No, this one. Let me think. We do this, then we can do the other. Have to start like in some kind of curve. Okay, let's try with one method. Maybe we can start working on the design of this. So maybe I don't need this for now. Okay, and we can start working on this design and create this. Okay, we have these parts. Okay, we need the other parts to create this shape here. But let me think here. Okay, I have a main. First I need this line here. Okay, I can do this line. Let me see. Want something like Okay, like that. If this part we can I have to delete this part here. We have 4, 4, 4. Here we don't have that problem. Okay, what else? Now these lines here, 1, 2. This is going to be let me use let me see what I want. This seam. I want to use this to just to use it as a guide, okay? To start like drawing these lines here. We use seam to unwrap, but in this case I am not going to unwrap this, just to use it as a guide. Okay, what else can I do here? Divide here in 2 parts. Okay, let's do that. Part 1. This is going to be part 2. Or maybe this is part 2. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this. This, and these 3 parts. These 3 parts. I know that I need to change that later. Part okay, this one. Let me bring back. No. Okay. For this part, maybe I need to change this later. But we're going to just to create the guides for our boot, for our sole, for the design. Okay, here I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I need a 4. Okay, let me okay, now I have the 4 divisions, but of course I need to change this. Let me try to draw the design. Okay, this is going like down. Same here, same here. This part is up. Ah, no. This is up. Okay. Maybe we can leave it like this. Yes. I think it is better. Okay, something like that. Now we have the design of our shoe for yes. Let me delete this part because here we don't have that division. Sharp. No. Clear seam. Yes. Hello, airbrush. Welcome. Person that you are putting in details most likely not seen. I can't wait. Walk with time when I can do. Thank you. Yes, I really like to take care about every detail for the characters that I create. But remember that this is not the reference. This is the reference. I create an original like suit for my Hawkgirl. This is like the things that I created. I am working on the helmet, but I did not finish that yet. I need to finish that, and of course to add some colors. But this is just a sketch. This is not the option. These are like the boots. I am using this. It's going to close by a zip. I'm going to create a zip like this one, zip. And this is going to be, this is suit, and this is armor. I have to create the helmet, and these are going to be the pants. Not armor, only part of the suit, and this is going to be part of the armor, the belt. Also, I need to create something of other material here where I can hold my weapon. In case, of course, that is going to be part of the armor, in case she's not using the mace. So this is what I created, and I am following this design. Maybe we can do some changes, but now I am working on this base. But of course, to follow like the real shape and real references, I am using this. So that's why I am working on this. For example, here I need to change this to more straight. This is too like in this direction. I need to change this. Also, now that you are here, I was thinking that maybe some days we can do like live streams, but not about the character. Maybe we can do live streams about some specific topics about Blender, about 3D. So in those live streams we can, for example, I am thinking on the first one that is going to be the cage method, the method that we usually use. Okay. Yes, we're going to work on that. But I was saying that for example, we can start working on a live stream about just one day. It is not going to be serious. It is going to be one topic, one day. I'm going to prepare materials. I'm going to try to do that one day. Maybe in some cases we're going to for 2 days or something like that. But for example, the first live stream that I want to create is going to be like the cage method, the method that we usually use to pass high poly details to a low poly model, and how to bake textures, how to pass the details to that. For in 3D this method I use for 3D modeling. Maybe we can do one live stream by that, and later I'm going to like create a short video about that live stream. So we are going to have those videos, two videos, one where I explain a lot of what we made this in live stream, and we do everything that we can, and I'm going to answer your questions and all of that about that topic. And then I'm going to prepare with that live stream a short video where I explain the topic. So maybe now by doing that I can prepare like more videos about 3D, and we like take some rest, take some breaks about creating the character, because I think that maybe it is like exhausting for you, like being here like 1 month or 2 months like we did with Hulk, only creating this character. So maybe we have some variations, something more material for you. I think that is a good idea. I don't know, what do you think about that? I'm going to explain that again at the end of the live stream, but I just want you to know, now that you're here, that idea that I have. So more topics, more videos, and maybe we can we can explore more about 3D. Maybe we can have something later about animation, about all of that stuff. So that's something that I want you to know. I was thinking on that. Okay, let's continue. We're just working on blocking. Also, I know that this is going to make my videos about, in this case, this Hawkgirl, are going to have like more days working on this. The thing that I want to do is like to keep streamings shorter because of the blackout problems that I have in my country. So maybe we're going to be here like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, and then I have to stop, so I can, just in case something happens, at least I have content and something material that we did here in order, and I don't have those problems that I have to delete some live streams because the blackout came and I did not finish what I wanted to finish. So I think that we are going to keep that. Of course, I'm going to explain more things, and maybe if you ask me something, I'm going to explain that. So maybe we're going to take more time creating this one, but I think that it is better. We're going to have a space here for more answers, and I can keep at least I don't know, maybe when I have my UPS repair, because with that at least I know where can I turn off my computer in case of a blackout. But for example, yesterday I wanted to go live stream, but I started live stream and the blackout came, and I cannot. And after the energy came back, the electricity came back, I have problems with my internet, so I couldn't do the live stream yesterday. So to avoid those problems, maybe I got those ideas. Maybe 1 day per week we can have a live stream about 3D, but something about a specific topic, and then trying to maintain streamings shorter for now. Okay, so is the only strategy that maybe we can continue doing this, and it is not. I know that this is something not good for you when I'm here and then the streaming stops, or maybe one day I start and then I have to delete the streaming. I know that is not good. So trying, and also keeping this more days. I know that this is exhausting, so maybe we can have like those 1 day one thing, 1 day in a week one thing, and then we continue the other days with the character. Okay, I think that is better. So I can create content because you asked me about, okay, give me why do you have a video about maybe UV, about retopology, and by doing this idea I know that I can cover all those topics. Okay, so let's continue, because we have to continue before maybe something happens. Okay, now that I have the basic, let me see the other one, because I don't like this too much space here. See this one. Shorter. Okay, maybe we can go with this one. Just maybe we're going to, I'm going to keep the proportions of this. Okay, now I want, before I add more details, I'm going to try, or maybe I do that later after I finish. Let's try after, okay? Let's try after. I'm not sure. So I'm going to start like creating all of the detail, and then later I am going to create this part, okay? Okay, now we have this, of course, that okay, I think that the better idea now, I need to, maybe bevel. I think that bevel is the best idea right now. Let's try with bevel. Okay, we have this. We did this here. It is better to do the same with the other part or not? I mean, to keep this. Let's try with that. Okay, let me go here. Let me see the other thing. I need to change this part. Okay, now I understand what was the problem here. Maybe this was not a good idea. No, definitely this was not a good idea. This was not a good idea. Subdivide. I mean, it was not a good idea because I like to keep things with 4 sides, polygons with 4 sides. Triangles only when I prepare that for 3D printing, but here 4 sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. This, now we're good. Yes, I think that this is better. I really like to keep 4 sides when I am 3D modeling. Here, the same. We have this. Okay, let's try it with bevel. Here, bevel here, bevel here. No, here not. Here, bevel here. Yes, I think that this is everything for now. Let's see, 40, 44, 4 or 5. Let me see what 5. Just 5. Okay, now we have all these parts. Great. Now what we can do here, maybe we can add more details, or maybe no more details, because this is going to be when I add a subdivision surface modifier. I think that it is time to start working on this part. Let me see something. I want this. So, let me name this so I know. color black. Okay, Chelsea boot color now. I'm going to name this like and I need to change save. Delete this, downloads. Hello, welcome Alpha Chat. Welcome. How are you today? Today I am working on the blocking of the armors that are not going to change with when I change the pose. I mean, they are not going to deform. Okay, great. Great here for with the problems of blackouts and internet problems, but we have to continue. So here we are, I mean. Okay, let me, okay, what is my, this is the soul, right? Yes. Also, I want to let you know that I am thinking on preparing some live streams with other topics about 3D. So we can have this, and also one day maybe we can do a live stream about a specific topic. Can you throw explanation on like modeling and stuff? But modeling, okay, this is modeling. What I am doing here right now with the boots. This is modeling. I am working only with edit mode and adding faces. Yes, modeling is different from 3D sculpting. So this is modeling. And the thing that we did with the Shayera Hol belt, that was modeling. And this is also modeling too. I am creating just in edit mode, and later I'm going to add modifiers like surface modifier and all of that, but I will not remesh this. Of course I remesh that, but later when I am preparing this for 3D printing. But at least for render I am not going to remesh this. I'm just working on here on edit mode and adding faces and all of that here. But for the sculpting you have to do remesh because you're going to add more details, more textures and things like that you cannot do that with modeling. Also this is modeling. You can see here these blockings of the armor. This is modeling. I am not going to remesh this. I can increase the level of subdivision, but I am not going to remesh this. Modeling is using for animation, and for games. Why? Because you can add bones here, or you can leave it with no bones, but only building assets, for example, like this armor. And this is going to have less triangles. For example, look at this. You can, at least here, you can see some detail, right? But you can see that this is this level of polygons, and I'm going to leave it like that, just adding more, and this is going to be like following the, for example, here is going to follow these shapes. But for 3D sculpting, you can check the difference here. This is a lot of triangles, and this is impossible to work, to use this for example, games. And why you need sculpting? Because maybe you only want to create some character design. Maybe you are showing this when you are like creating original characters for a game, maybe, and you are the 3D artist, and the agency or the company told you to create for example, to create this that the 2D artist made, the concept art, but they want to see that in 3D, and you have to build that. And if you are already creating this for games, then once you finish to do the 3D sculpting or the high poly detail, then you have to do the retopology. And then in retopology, that is something like this, modeling but following this shape. That is also modeling, and that is what you are going to use for the games or for the animations. That's the difference. And also 3D sculpting is for 3D printing. I think that you can also print this, but it's not. If you add, for example, a texture that have some weird, for example, these designs here, that is not going to be like something that you can print. So you have to create the texture, you have to draw, to sculpt the all the details, like these details. For example, this, you are not going to sculpt that for games. You are going to only build a texture, and with normal, with diffuse, and with all of those textures, you're going to create like something like you are having this level of detail here, but it is only an image. So that's the difference between 3D sculpting and 3D modeling. Okay, let's continue now with that. Yes, and also, but remember, what are you creating? Why are you creating sculpting? Yes, now you have a better idea, but remember the purpose of doing that. Sculpting is hide because you want to show it in a render, or you want to do it for 3D, and modeling, you can do it also just for render, but in most cases, the main purpose of modeling is for games and for animations. But modeling, yes, the purpose is to keep it very low, but in some cases, for example, in AAA games, that is not very low, but of course that it is low than sculpting. In sculpting, you can have millions of polygons, like we did with Hero Hulk, and that is not possible to animate. It is not. No, you don't even try to do that. But you can have that level of detail, not in millions, but in miles, in thousands of polygons. So millions is for sculpting, and thousands is for hundreds. It is better to keep it low. Yes, it is better to keep it low. Okay, I think that I need to decrease this, but for now I'm going to leave it like that. Yes. Now we can have yes, that is the idea. That's why I am trying to say, maybe we can have some live streams about these topics, So I came here with some material, already created material, and then I showed you something about that. For example, a live stream only talking about the difference between sculpting and modeling, and I can show you there with already created models that I have what is the difference. So that is the idea that I have. So because I think that maybe it is exhausting for you to only watch this. I know that you can learn things by doing this, but maybe you don't. I know that maybe being here with 1 month or 2 months only with this, I think that it is kind of exhausting. So maybe 1 week, 1 day in a week, or maybe 2 weeks in the month, we can only just do a live stream about a specific topic. For example, the topic that you are talking about, and then I explain you all of that, and after that I'm going to create a video with that live stream. I'm going to leave it in a playlist, and I'm going to create a short video with that live stream. That is the idea that I have. So you can have more content about 3D, and we can continue working on this. That's my idea. And yes, the purpose of doing that is to explain you like in an easy way, because believe me, this is not easy, especially when you are learning. When you are learning, this is a lot. So I'm going to try to keep it like things like in order. Maybe we can start with short topics with easy explanations, and later we can move with animations, with rigging, with more stuff. So I know I am not an expert, but I know I already do all that stuff, so I have an idea, and I am continue studying and improving my skills. So I know how to do things. So I am going to show you what I do, and the theory, the base, the concepts. I'm going to explain you that. So maybe you can have my idea, or maybe you can try with other methods. That's up to you. The purpose is, and believe me that it is going to be easier for you, because now I show you like the solutions. But all of these things that you see here that I am doing, I learned that watching other creators, learning by myself, like watching videos, making errors, and all of that things, and taking time to trying to figure out some solutions. But you are going to have like okay, with the sculpting, I can share my work with you. So yes, you can send me that to my social media, or you can ask for help in the 3D sculpting channel in our server, in our Discord server. You can, in the 3D question, you can share, and you can say, please, for the community, if you can send me some feedback, and we are going to help you. Okay, that's the purpose of the Discord. So yes, if you want, but let me know what problems in sculpting. I don't know, maybe the function of each brush. What do you want to know? So we can start with that. Maybe one live stream about basic of sculpting. I don't know. I'm going to prepare some material for that, and we can start the testing in that. Okay, you want about anatomy. You're talking about a face, and okay, we can have something about that. And you can see that I am not an expert, but I think that I could do a good job. You can check the most perfect, let's call it like that, the most perfect models that I did. I think that was the celebrities, the celebrities that I create. At the end, I'm going to show you, okay? At the end, we're going to... Okay. Yes. The more confusing part about sculpting, about 3D, is that, for example, that you have like different methods. That's the good thing about this, that you can do this is 3D. Let me like tell you this. You want to create this like this, for example. Let's say you want to create, okay, I see this. This is good. I want to create this. Okay, the initial the problem is you have the mission. The purpose of the project is create this, in this case, and then you have to figure out what methods, what processes, what techniques you use to create this. Of course, that maybe in some projects you have some how can you call this, like specifications. You have some guides that you need to follow. For example, I want this in one size. I want this for 3D printing, and I want to print I want to cut the wings. I want to cut like here the middle part of the upper body and lower body. And by following that guidelines, you start to think, okay, so if I need to create this, and following those specifications, then I need what I know what methods can I use and what methods I cannot use. But you have to figure it out by yourself, because artists use different methods to reach this goal, to create, in this case, this. So you are telling me that you are using the crease brush, but you don't have, that is not a rule. You don't, because he said that I need to use, because he's using this brush to build the nose, then I only can use. No, you can test different brushes. The main goal is you have to create a nose. That is everything that you have to keep in your mind. I have to create a nose. I need to figure out what brushes, what methods to create a nose. That's something that you need to know. So don't like, because he's using that, okay, now I have to follow that, but this is not working for me, but I need to continue doing the things that I saw in the video. No. Maybe I am using some things that maybe you can say, but I have a different method and that works better for me. Okay, you can use that. So don't try to follow this like these are rules. This is not like in science, like this is not a theory that you have to follow step by step. You can follow step by step, but like but maybe following an organization of the process. Only that, but the brushes, the techniques. Maybe, for example, this. I am using modeling for this. Maybe other artists do not use modeling. They use sculpting. They start to sculpt this. But in this case, for me, it is better. For example, here, for the hands, I use this. In the first video, in the first series of Son Goku, I use a different method. That it was for me, and now I know that it was too much work, because then later I have to create this again, and this was like, but I already did this. Why I am wasting my time. But I already told you that I showed you that because I use that for Nomad Sculpt. In Nomad Sculpt, you use different methods. That is a different app for 3D. And I want to show you, in case you don't have Blender or you are using another app, you can use that like a general process. But now I came with this method for creating a hand, for blocking a hand. Maybe other artists do not do this, and they say, okay, my character is going to be in this position, then also this is another, I start working like in the starting position. Other artists do not do this. They start working in here. They create the torso and all of these parts already in the final pose. I don't like to do that. Maybe I am wasting time, I don't know, but I think I am sure that with this method that I use to create things, I am sure that it is going to be perfect as possible. So try to keep that in mind. You need to be open to new ideas. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay? So music stops, and that means that I'll go for some water. Okay? I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. So basically, there are more than one way of doing things in 3D. Another thing is that when I try to make lips and use grab or inflate tool on side to bring them up, they become uneven. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. You have different methods to do things in 3D. Yes, that is the what I tried to say before. And also you need to practice. If you are having issues, in this case for the face, you have to practice. That's the only way. There is no magic formula to do things. You have to practice a lot to do some errors, to make mistakes. You have to do that's the only way to learn. You do mistakes, you make mistakes, then you say, okay, I made this is not good, okay, I need to improve this, and you improve yourself, and that's how you learn things. Maybe you are not activating you activate this, the symmetry. Keep in mind this, that you have to activate symmetry, X in this case, so everything that I do here, in the other side is going to do too. But we are going to prepare. I'm going to prepare some material to do that. Okay. But thanks for your questions. By your questions, I know when you ask things, I know what I need to prepare for you. Okay, so thanks. It is good for me and for you. I think that when you ask things. Okay, so thanks for your participation. And don't worry, if you want some help, just share what you are creating to the Discord channel, and then we are going to give you feedback. Don't be afraid about that. If this is maybe give you more confidence or make you feel better about asking, I want you to know that, for example, this is new for me. Every character, every project that I made is new for me. I do not do this before, but of course that I made another things. I can bring this and try to create with the things that I know. This is new for me. I don't know if I can do, for example, if this is going to work. Maybe I have to create another method for the wings, for example. I never created wings before, but now I know that I have some ideas to create this. Maybe that is not going to work, or maybe it is going to work, but the only thing to be sure about that is to doing things. Okay, I want to create the things, but I don't know how to do it. Okay, let's do with what I know. Okay, I know that I can do this, I start working, and then, oh, okay, it worked. Or maybe you in the chat said, but why don't you try to do this? Okay, thanks. Let's see. Okay, that works. Thanks for your participation. Thanks for your feedback. That's how we do things here. Maybe I am with thinking in another thing that I have to do. Maybe I have my problems or you have your problems, and I am not like fully thinking about this, and maybe I miss some details. That happened to me with the Hulk. I miss some details. For the hair, I spent 1 week creating a haircut, and later I changed that because I didn't like and we did that again. But at the end, it was looking great. So this is like the magic, the special thing about live streams, that you can see here in real time what we are doing. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to participate, because here we do not know a lot of things, but we are here to learn. We learn every day, so keep that in mind. And thanks for ask, because again, when you ask, I know what I need to create for you, what kind of videos I need to prepare. And with this idea of the live streams or the special live streams, I know that this is going to be better, because you're going to have variations, not only working on this, and we want to know some things, we want to know other things. Okay, I'm going to prepare the special live stream in this week. This day we're going to work on this live stream only talking about this topic. Okay, I wanted to know that, so I go check that live stream. And also we're going to have a short video. Okay, great. So I think that now that you are asking that things, I am sure that I need to move forward with that idea that I already told you. Okay, so let's continue. Also, the thing that I do just to let you know, it is like a tip, like a special thing that I don't know, in my mind I really love to have 4 sides. I almost sometimes I use maybe extra time to keep things in 4 sides, because I cannot see triangles. It is something about me that it is like, when you are organizing, you are cleaning your room, and you like to keep things like in order, and you saw like some object in the floor, and you are like, no, I cannot see that. I need to fix to keep it and to put it in its place. It is like that. So maybe I am talking about that because most of the artists do not keep things in 4 sides, and that is good. Why? Because when you are modeling, you can keep things in 4 sides and or triangles like this. Let me show you. Like this, for example, you can see models like this. This is a triangle, and this is you can see a mix of this, and I cannot see that. I really need to make things in 4 sides. But why it is good in some cases to have triangles, because especially in assets, for example the boots, for example this armor, for example this is not going to change if you move your arm, if you move your hand or your arm. This is not going to change the shape because this is metal. So in these cases that you are having assets that are not going to be animated, you can have triangles in your topology. Also, when you prepare things for 3D printing, your model is going to be triangles. So at the end, everything is going to be triangles. But for animating and for games, it is always better to have 4 sides. For example, here in the face, let's say that we are creating the topology for the face. Here you need 4 sides because the deformation of this is going to look good at the end. But for example, let's say that here in the nose, in this part of the nose is not going to move. So maybe you can have a triangle here, or maybe in the ear. Yes, in the ear it is common to have some triangles. I cannot do that. I always like to keep it with 4 sides. Maybe I am wrong. I know that I am wrong, but it is not going to affect the final product. So I can do that, and this is something that maybe one day I will change. But I want to let you know, because maybe in most of my projects you are going to see that I am only working on this, and you maybe in your mind you are going to say, but I think that you can have. Yes, I have that problem. It is not something good, because I really like to take care about each detail, because it's my time, and I consider that the most valuable resource that we have, it's time. And for this kind of things, it is like for me it's like my masterpiece. Every project that I am working on, for me it is the most important thing. So I really like to take care about it. Foresight, just to be sure that I am not confusing. Foresight, what do you mean by what foresight? I said foresight. In what part? Maybe it is not my English so good, but in what part I said foresight? Please let me know so I can answer your question. Foresight, I don't know what is foresight. Maybe I do not pronounce correctly one word. I don't know. Okay. So to close that part of the triangles, maybe you can came here and say, but I can keep triangles here, so I can use less geometry, and also I can not waste too much time. Yes, you're right. In my case, I cannot do that, and because 4 sides. Okay, 4 sides. I was talking now 4 edges. Okay, let's say 4 edges. Okay, 4 edges. Sorry about my English. I am not a native English speaker. Okay, but 4 edges. Okay, 4 edges. So because I do this a lot, I can like make this for me. I can do this in I already have practice with this. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay, don't worry, we're here to learn. Okay, please ask me if you don't understand something, so I know that I can improve. But okay, we're going to continue, and that is something that I want you to let you know, because you are going to be confused by that, but I don't want you to be confused. I want you to be sure about what you are doing. Okay, here now, let's see how can we make this curve. Maybe, what if we try let me think. I am having an idea. If I made this completely curved by that, do you think that this is going to work by trying to okay, I have that, then I do this. Let's try. The only thing to prove my idea is to try it. Okay, first this part is going to completely be flat. You can see here in the reference, but this part is going to be like a little bit curved. So let's try the first method, the first idea that I have in mind. That is going to be to select these parts. Let's try with these edges. And I am going to use the proportional editing and rotate or move. That is another thing. Rotate. Okay, I am going to use rotation is just in a good place here, so I am going to use 3D cursor. And maybe if I rotate this, wait, why it was not here? I think that I did not something good. It was my bad. Let's do this again. I thought that I already select. Let me hide this. I was using the image as the reference. That was my fault. Let me first change this back and then this. Let me see. Okay, now this is my real reference. I have to change the size about that. Sorry about that. See, I made a mistake. Now I got distracted, but now we can fix this. I need to change to use this as a reference. This is the real reference. Okay. Now we can make this smaller. This, let me see. Like this, right? Yes, this is a good reference, and then we can go again with that idea. Maybe let's try. Okay, rotation here, proportional editing. Let's see. No, this is not looking good. Okay, I have another idea. Let's try with this other idea. This is going to be another method. I am going to create a plane with this curved part, and then I'm going to use Shun Wrap modifier. Yes, I'm going to do that. A plane or a sphere? No, a sphere not, or a cylinder. Cylinder. Let's try with a cylinder. We are here to test things, to try things. Okay, now, sorry. This is Y? No, this is X. Okay, like that. It was just what I need. This is just what I need. Look. But of course that I'm going to use more, the X, because I am using local transformation. Sorry, let me change to global. Look, it is just what I need, this curve. So now I am going to add a modifier. That is going to be my, what is modifier? Sorry. Oh. No, now we're good. Subdivision surf. No, what is that? Of course. I need to delete this. This is not what. Okay, now we're good. Now we're going to let's leave it in 4. And and then let me bring my this. I'm going to separate this, all these parts. I am selecting these faces. I'm going to separate this for a moment, and I'm going to use shrink wrap. Where is shrink wrap? Shrink wrap. Hey, it is looking good. Okay, let me hide this for a moment, just in case. And yes, it is looking good. I'm going to apply this, and let me change something. Let me delete this. But if I delete, let's not delete this. Let's use the vertex snap. Let me change this to media point again. Move this down. Great. Now we're going to this one, and this one. To join this again, let's now this. I think that now we can join this, right? Let me mesh clean, merge by distance. It is not. Okay, don't worry. We're going to use the other method. Let's not worry about this, because this is separated. That's why I cannot use. Okay, we're going to keep it like that. We're going to join again. Join this, and then we're going to select one by one. This one with this one at first. And this is with let me remember, I think that it was Shift R to do the same action again. I always forgot about these shortcuts. I think that I need to print some paper with all the shortcuts, because I always forgot. Okay, now that we have that, I am only going to select everything of this part and just move it a little bit down. Okay, like that. And this part, this is going to be in the same level, because this is going to be in the floor. So this snap, I'm going to let me use some help with the just in case this is not completely straight, or maybe instead of doing that I can use the C axis. I'm going to select this, okay, and SC, yes, it is completely straight, because if I try to keep this straight like in this, I use S. No, that was not the Y. Yes, but in this case not. And now that we are in C, I'm going to move it at the same level. Now let me see. And I don't want this. I want the thing that I already do. Later, if I want, I can change. But now I really like it by the way that it is. And that's how you create this curve and this soul, and this is looking really good. What do you think about that? Do you like the weird method that I use to make this? You see, I use something, it doesn't work, it didn't work, I use another thing, and for me it worked. Maybe another artist do another thing. In this case, for me, it is looking good. It is looking the way I want. We have this flat part and we have this curved part. Now what we have to do, we have to select everything, of course. Select everything. And okay, maybe here we're going to have some problems, not problems. Let's see if we can. The thing is that here I don't want to come like here. I really want to keep it completely straight, but maybe it is not good. Because then that is going to be a problem. Yes, maybe that is going to be a problem. By doing that, then if I do this. Let's try with one way. Extrude, but along normals. This is like following this. So you can see that we respect like the shape. Maybe if we want, we can move this. We can change this if we think that this is not good. I want to make it completely straight, but maybe this is what it is better for our character. So let's keep it like that. Also, now I know that I have to change this. Let's change that. Okay, now I don't need this. I need this part. I'm going to move it up. Same with this part. Just like this, and this is going to be this. I think that this is a good level. Yes, it is like that. Yes, I think that, or maybe or maybe we move it a little bit up. Let's move it a little bit up. This is going to be curve. Yes, I think that this is something good. I really like the design of this. And then to finish this part, I am going to select all of this. Not this one. This. All of my marks here that I have. First this one. Let me see if I can do this. Something. Okay, before we do that, I think that we need to. Also, maybe it was before doing. I need to make this looking good, because it is not looking good. So I should do this in another way. But maybe here we can delete this. Yes, I'm going to delete this part. I'm going to delete this part. And I'm going to create this again. No, let's keep it like that. We don't worry about this, just worry about this. Let's try to fix this to make it looking better, looking good, like this. Okay, let's see, maybe, sorry, I need to disable that. Here, let's try to like this. Okay, what else? It doesn't need to be perfect, because I don't know also why I am doing this, because we are not going to see that part. But for the boot that is going to be up, when you like take out the character from the base, you are going to see these details, and I have to work in these details, because you are going to see that. I know what you put that in the base, that I'm going to create a base for the character. You are not going to see, at least from the leg that is going to be on the floor. But for the leg that is going to be over, like on a stone or something like that, you're going to see part of that. So I really like to take care of this detail. Let me see my design. Okay, good. Yes, I think that we're good. Now let's select all of these parts. Okay. Let's do this again. Okay, here, let me think. Maybe let me try like creating a new transform orientation. Let me see. Yes, we can try with that. We're going to do in C. We're going to we need to, what I need to do to extrude to. No, that was not to extrude, right? Yes, because I extrude. No, extrude is not going to work. Maybe we can do this. We can create some. Let me try this method. I'm going to this like that, and then I am going to we're going to have that part. Let's see. That is going to be a problem or not? We'll do this in one with extrude. Maybe extrude is the solution. Oh, I don't like that. What can I do? No, this is not a good idea. Let me think. To keep this proportion, what can I do? I'm sure that there is an easy way to do this, but I cannot remember. I just got I forgot how to do this in a faster way. I don't remember. Try to think. If I do this maybe it's a good option. Okay, maybe we can do this. I have an idea. I'm going to delete all of this. Try this one. Faces, and I am going to select that. At least these ones are easier. This is not working. I don't know. But to be sure, first with this one. Great. Going to delete this and this. This is good, this is good. This, you need to change this part. Okay, at least we have one side. We have to do something like that here. But the difference... One moment. What was the 13 faces that... Okay, if something is not good, then we can change that later. But for now, I think that it is looking good. Let me choose in faces. That is not something that we have to worry about. It's connected. It's connected. It's very good, I think. Okay, friends, I think that this is all for today. We're going to continue another day. Let me just click here. How I can unlock this? I don't remember. I don't know what I unlock. Canvas unlock. We started today to work on the let me create a mirror. Where is the mirror modifier? This one, mirror. I cannot find my mirror modifier. Okay, so if we need to make this bigger, then we make that bigger. Let me bring back my... we need to make this bigger. Okay, have to change that, and we change that. But now I think that this is looking really good, really great. So we're going to keep it like that. And this is going to be all for today, friends. Thanks for coming. Please remember, if you are new, don't forget to subscribe, to give it a like, to share this content with others, and to leave a comment below. Also, if you want, you can join to our Discord server. You can ask for help there, or maybe you can share something that you are working on, or some feedback, or just share general thoughts or ideas about 3D. We have channels for that in our Discord server. If you want, you can also follow me on my social media accounts. I'm going to start uploading my content, my 3D content there, so you can follow my work there too. If you want, you can also go to my CG Trader profile, and if you want character like this one for 3D printing or assets for games or animations, you can get some models that I have there. I continue creating new things and uploading that to my store. What else? You can find all of the links. I am going to add more links in my YouTube page. Okay. Also, I don't know if Fachat is here, so I can show him the models with the real face that I made. Please, if you are here, please let me know so I can show you. If not, okay, you can check that in my CG Trader, my Elon Musk, my Kurt Cobain, and my Jeff Bezos characters that I created before. And what else? And that's all, friends. I know that we don't have like the normal hours. One day we have on streaming, another day we don't have, but that is not something that I can control. My country is having blackouts, but I'm doing what I can, and I am also, if you get here at the end of the streaming, that I have an idea to create I have to prepare some material so we can have streamings like about specific topics one day on a week. Okay. So with that we have more variation, more content, we can cover more topics about 3D here in the channel. What else? I think that's everything. Yes, thank you for your support, thank you for your help. Also, just to let you know that I am a freelancer and I am open to work, so you can get my I think that I have my Upwork. I'm going to upload to update my Upwork profile. You can contact me there, or you can check my email that is in my YouTube page if you want me to collaborate on your project. Okay, I am open to collaborate in projects right now. So that's everything. Thanks for coming, friends. We're going to continue on Monday. Just Monday. Already I already finished the Hero Hulk. So hello. Okay. I don't know if I already, what I said, that I am going to create some new content, new streamings, but I have this idea. We are going to continue with the character, but maybe one day we are going just to have a streaming about a specific topic about 3D, so I can cover more topics, because you ask me a lot of things, and I think that I can create those content, but I cannot wait to finish this to create those videos. So by doing that, I am going to create a special streamings maybe one day in a week. I'm going to tell you, of course, when we are going to have those special streamings with the topics that I am going to. Okay, I have this idea. First, I'm going to select some topics, okay, and I'm going to let you know. You're going to vote, and by doing that, I am going to, in order to cover those topics, okay. So, and I'm going to tell you in which date we are going to cover that topic. And of course, don't worry, I am going to leave the streaming in a playlist, and also with that streaming I'm going to prepare a shorter video with everything that we do that in a short video, okay. So I think that is better. Also, I know that for example, what happened yesterday, that I wanted to go streaming, but I have to delete the streaming because there was a blackout, so I cannot control that. But I'm doing what I can, okay? So just to let you know that. And that's all, friends. Thanks for your support, thanks for coming. Remember to subscribe, and see you in the next one.